Welcome to this path working to the cave of the Great Bear of the North. My name is Wishamaya, and I am so happy to be guiding you today. Today's journey walks us alongside of Brigid, as this is a digital offering to her on her holy day of Imbolc. Today, we will carry the fiery energy of the Goddess Brigid and the strength of the bear. Let us begin by getting into a comfortable position. This could be sitting up or laying down, as long as you feel that you can relax in whatever position you are in. Once you've found a comfortable position, we're going to start by taking 3 deep breaths into our bodies. Starting now, breathe in deeply and exhale. Very good. Let's do it again. Breathe in deeply and exhale. Great. Once more. Breathe in deeply, allowing the breath to fill you up all the way into the core of your belly. And exhale. Very good. This breath is the essence of all life. Be at peace now, and allow your breath to fall into its natural cadence, allowing the surface that holds you to hold you a little more deeply. Continue to just breathe in and out and in and out. Notice now where your body touches the surface that holds you. Perhaps your shoulders or your back, perhaps your hands or your feet, perhaps your buttocks or the backs of your legs. Just notice where your body touches that which holds you. Release any tension there and allow that which holds you to hold you a little bit more deeply now. Very good. Now, bring your attention to any part of your body that is still holding tension. This might be your shoulder, your neck, or any other part of your body. Allow yourself to stretch and lean into that now, and release that tension, perhaps rolling out your shoulders, your ankles, your wrists, and letting that tension go. All the while, making sure you breathe in and out, and in and out, and allow that which holds you to hold you just a little bit more deeply. Perhaps now you are feeling a bit more relaxed. Maybe you feel light, like you're floating on a sea of warm, radiant waves. Or perhaps you feel heavy and grounded, like a fresh blanket of snow. Each person will feel differently, and however you feel is correct. On this journey, your experience may differ from my guidance, and that is perfectly okay. As you relax even more deeply, remember that the right way is your way. What works for you is best. If visualization is not your tool of choice, that is okay. Allow my words to take you further along this path, and surrender to the journey and the energy of the journey. Trust the energy to do its intended magic. As you relax deeper, releasing tension and sinking just a bit more into what holds you, know that eventually you will be guided to affirmations in this path working. When we get to these affirmations, you are welcome to repeat them either out loud or in your head. Or you could simply let the words reverberate into your being, trusting their magic. Words are spells, after all. Now, I'd like for you to bring your attention inward to your mind's eye. You find yourself at the edge of a forest, at the beginning of a winding mountain path. As you survey the path, you can see it has a gradual incline, not too dramatic, but high enough that you can't see the end of the path. The top of the mountain holds twinkling blankets of snow, bright and beckoning. Turning back just once before you ascend the path, you notice the bright, vivid colors of a winter sunset coloring the skies beyond the forest. For a moment, you allow the purples and oranges and golds to saturate your very being so that you may carry them with you on your journey ahead. Sending a silent thanks to the setting sun, you turn and begin to make your way up the path. As you walk, placing one foot in front of the other, you take the first bend in the path and notice something up ahead. Approaching silently, you see that it's a small pond just over the edge of the path, along with a well-loved bench. With a deep breath, you head to the bench, and as you sit, you're facing the setting sun once more. From this elevation, you can see that there is only a sliver of sun left beyond the horizon. Just enough light for you to take a look into the pond. With a deep breath, you shift your gaze into the water below. Take a moment to notice what you see in the pond. Do you notice any particular creatures or plants dwelling here? Can you see your reflection? And if so, what do you look like? Take one more moment here, and when you're ready, begin walking on the path again. As you walk, take in the hardy grasses and rock formations along the path as you walk higher and higher. Notice how beautiful this place is and how good it feels to breathe in air that feels crystal clear. Take in a few deep breaths of this crisp mountain air now. As you continue higher and higher up the mountain, you see that you're approaching the next bend. And with clarity, you know that this is the point that you couldn't see beyond from the bottom of the mountain. But that doesn't scare you. In fact, it's exciting. As you make your way around the next curve of the winding mountain path, you find that the path is flanked by two large fire basins. Bright white pillars of carved stone hold large bowls of fire, and at the base of each pillar are perfectly prepared torches just waiting to be lit. Glancing beyond the fire pillars, you see that the sun has finally winked its way out of the sky, and the rest of the way will be quite dark as you go further. You send a silent thanks to the tender of these eternal flames and reach down to grab a torch. As you do, you notice one of the symbols carved into the pillar. Admire it just for a moment before you take your torch and light it in one of the bowls of fire. Now, torch in hand, you take another deep breath and carry on your way. As the high rock crevices block out the leftover light, you are left with only the light from the torch, illuminating just enough of the path that you can continue with confidence. A peacefulness washes over you as you feel the air become more dense, and the coolness from the stones and snow makes your body feel alive. Your steps become meditative as you walk alone, coming deeper and deeper into a sense of presence with yourself. Eventually, after who knows how long, you come to a rocky outcropping. As you look around, you come to see that you have reached the top of the mountain. Mountain grasses and snow cover what looks to be a stone circle set atop the mountain. The path you're walking goes directly to a large standing stone in the middle of the snowy stone circle. But delightfully, the path and the standing stone are free and clear. As you continue forward, you see an opening at the base of the standing stone, and see that it's an entrance into a cave, just big enough for you to see the earthen steps that lead down into the earth. You don't hesitate. This is why you've come. You made it through the longest night, through the solstice, and now it is time to welcome the light, your light, back into the world once more. As you step into the cave, you hear a stirring and a grumble. You lift your torch a little higher and smile to yourself, eager to greet your old friend. You make it into the first chamber of the cave, and the warmth that lives there folds over you like a soft blanket. A large bear, larger than most, stands and approaches you. The bear looks at your face and says, "I woke up this morning to a beautiful light, and I knew you would come." You take in the face of your old friend, eyes like the night sky staring back at you, and you say, "The day ended with a beautiful light as well, and I knew it must be tonight." "Then let us go together," says the bear, as she turns without asking you to follow. She knows you are right behind her. As you follow her into a passage that lies in the very back of the chamber, you pass 3 sleeping cubs. You gently kiss the top of each of their heads, a blessing and thanks all in one. Together, deep in the heart of the mountain, the bear leads you to a chamber that holds a large pit of fire in the ground, and you know this is your friend's forge, lovingly tended since time immemorial. She looks to you again and gently speaks. "What will you wield this year, young one? Speak it now into the flames." Stepping closer to the forge, you summon the essence of your power, the essence of your self. You stare deeply into the center and drop into a weighted sense of presence. As you continue to stare into the flames, you bring your awareness to your core, the seat of your inner fire. You feel it radiating alongside the heart of the mountain. After a moment, you raise your awareness to your heart and find that it is wide open, receptive and grounded. As you feel into your embodiment, you speak these words into the flames. I have a fire within me. Great strength lies within me at all times. Courage is my natural state of being. I act in spite of my fear, and my fear fades away. I am proud of how far I have come. My willpower is strong. I am ready to embrace my true potential. I stand tall, radiating strength and confidence. I am worthy of the life of my dreams. I trust my intuition. It is my true north. I am in control of my actions. I am in control of my emotions. My inner compass keeps me centered and balanced. I am undaunted. I am a magnet for positivity. I feel at home in my body. I deserve rest. I deserve peace. My ideas are seeds planted in fertile soil. My dreams are bound to bloom. I am innately creative. As the light grows, so does my momentum. I forgive myself of the past and embrace growth. I have all that I need within me now. I am whole and worthy at any given moment. When challenges come, I lean into my resilience. I transmute hardship into opportunity. I lead my life from a place of embodiment and manifest my desires with ease. The golden light of the sun nourishes my soul. The silver light of the moon illuminates the wisdom I seek. I am magic. With these final words, the flames turn blue. You turn away from the fire and realize that your friend has gone. As you leave the cave, you see her sleeping now with her cubs. Reaching into the deep pockets of your cloak, you pull out 4 small apples, the last of the harvest, and leave them as thanks. With a silent whisper of goodbye, you turn and head back the way you came. As you descend in silence, enjoying the sense of strength now as you descend in silence, enjoying the sense of strength now rooted deeply into the core of you, you emerge out of the dark passage and into the light of the fire pillars, and you start to feel something else within you as well, something that sits right beside the strength now rooted into the core of you. You extinguish your torch in the snow and place it in the basket clearly set there for spent torches, and you continue to descend down the path just the way you came, even more, as you ponder over the something else within you. Exploring that new spark within as you travel down the mountain, and down some more until you pass the small pond once again, and you can now see the base of the mountain. Looking to the sky, you see that it's begun to have the slightest hint of light, and you realize the sun has once again began to rise. As you near the end of the path, the light continues to grow, and so does your awareness to your physical body. With each step closer to the end of the path, you become aware of your toes, and then your feet. As you get further down the mountain, you become aware of your calves, your knees, your thighs. Closer and closer now, you feel into your buttocks, your hips, and your back. You become aware of your hands, your arms, your shoulders. As you reach the end of the path, you notice your neck, the back of your head, your face. Take a few deep breaths here and begin to feel into these parts of you. Perhaps wiggling your toes, rolling your shoulders or wrists, scrunching up your nose. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Thank you for working this path with me today, dear one. I really hope you enjoyed it. Now would be a great time to journal about your experience, paying special attention to the things that you noticed along the way. But there are a few things I want you to remember and to explore as you wish. First, the pond. The pond represents what you've been carrying that needs to be illuminated. Plants, creatures, your reflection, all of these things can represent desires, needs, dreams, or any of the subconscious things that want to become conscious now. Record your experience here and research the symbolism when it feels right. Next, the pillars. What symbol did you see on the pillar? Can you draw it now? How does it feel when you draw it? Do you recognize the symbol? If so, explore that. And if not, do some automatic writing or your other divinatory, exploratory action of choice while you look at the symbol to see what wisdom you can glean by simply exploring it. Then the bear. How did you feel when she approached you? Journal now and explore your personal experience with the Great Bear of the North and her archetype. Lastly, you're something else. What did you leave the cave with? What was the something else that sat beside your re-seasoned iron strength core? And how do you feel now carrying it with you? And with that, this path working comes to a close. Happy Imbolc, friends, and may Brigid's blessings follow you.